Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Renee Boxing, a platform where we simply discuss, critique, analyze, we talk about sport of boxing in level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Subscribers since day one, recent subscribers, we appreciate each and every one of you. If you're new to the platform, go ahead and subscribe. If you love the sport of boxing, this is a place for you. We chop it up. We love it. You know what I'm saying? And thank you guys so much, man. And, this was a last-minute notice. You know how we do it, man. Flash live out of nowhere. That's what it's about, man. Hey, my guy, LeVar, how you doing, bro?
Renee, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, man. We're always in contact, so you know how it is. You know how we're going through in life, but we're doing good though, man. Thankfully, we're doing good, man. Just pushing through it, you know what I'm saying, and getting with it, you know what I'm saying, getting with it every day. Every day is a new day, and we gotta keep pushing. You know what I'm saying, make the best of every single day we have, and but we're doing pretty good, man. How's everything on your end?
Man, everything's good on my end, man. It's a hot one today, man. 95 degrees. I'm in the house chilling in the cool AC, man. I'm not going out there in that madness.
That's the good thing, man. And here, like I told you earlier, that we're in the hurricane season thing, so we're getting frequent rainfall, so it's nice. So the weather, it's actually kind of chilly. I just came back on my motorcycle with my freaking sweater on, man. So so it's nice, man. Nice little chilly weather. Got to enjoy it, man. Definitely. So getting a little hot over there, huh?
Yeah, man. Absolutely. I mean, it's been great weather the past couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? We got some rain here and there, thunderstorms. But, man, after that, it's the humidity and the dry heat. So I'll just, I'll let that stay outside, man. I'm going to stay in the nice, cool AC, bro.
Yeah, man, that's what it's about, man. That's good. That's good stuff, bro. And, let's get right to it, bro, because, so many things and, family that's been jumping in, and we appreciate y'all, you know what I'm saying? And, we've been absent, but we've just been busy in life. Y'all know how it is, man. And thanks to those who have been asking for us, man. You know what I'm saying? They see my guy LeVar in other chats and stuff like that, what have you, and other platforms. And y'all remember us, man. We appreciate y'all. We definitely do from the bottom of our hearts, man. Y'all are family, definitely, man. We appreciate y'all. And let's get it, man. Let's get it. So we're going to keep trying, you know what I'm saying? We just got to find our times, but, definitely keep trying to come back here, constantly, all right? So thank you guys so much, man. Let's get to it, bro. So much to talk about, man. Y'all saw the thumbnail. Y'all see the thumbnail. This Canelo Bud topic is not going to stop until fight night, LeVar. It's not going to stop, bro, until fight night. Until Canelo. I don't even want to say it yet. Okay. All right. So let's get it first, man. All these fights that are going on recently, man. We see that the game, how it's evolving, how these fighters, how some of these fighters have been moving. In this case, quick news, everybody knows it, right? A lot of people do, at least. It doesn't seem like much buzz, though, all right? This thing about it, okay, so Wilder's fighting this weekend, which is great. I mean, he wants to come back, I guess, but great in the sense that, good for him. I come to get the money or whatever, right? But it seems like Wilder, okay, I don't know who this guy he's fighting. It's because LeVar, like I said before, I said it time and time again, bro, there are so many fighters out there. It's hard to keep track of all these guys, man. There's some new names that pop up out of nowhere. Never seen them before in my life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know this guy that Wilder's going to fight. I don't know. I don't even know where it's going to be, the venue. I don't know. But Wilder, okay, this is the thing about it, bro. I just got to say it real quick, bro. Wilder, when was the last time he fought? I don't remember. I think some dude, another guy he fought. I don't know what happened there. I don't even know when his last fight was, bro. But
it was against Zhang, June 24th.
Oh, Zhang, that was a year ago, bro. Yeah, that was okay. So he's been out. He's been out for a minute. Yeah, he got knocked out by Zhang. I think the thing about Wilder, bro, the age, the way he's looking, his last fight against Zhang, LeVar, this thing got brought, bro. I've said this time and time again. The way they hyped up the Juggernaut, I forgot Joyce. I almost forgot the dude's name. The way that the Juggernaut was hyped up, the way that is the way they hyped up Zhang, LeVar. They hyped up Zhang, bro. They hyped him up. They hyped this dude up, man. They were thinking he was the next best thing. People were all, that's why I don't follow the hype, LeVar. I don't get into this whole hype thing, bro. I don't get into it. You see a fighter knock a guy out, right? And everybody's like, these freaking platforms, DAZN and ESPN, whatever, PBC, oh, is he the next big thing? And they just do these highlight reels with knockouts, and they think that they're the next best thing since sliced bread. I mean, that's what they were doing with Zhang. That's what they were doing with the Juggernaut. You know what I'm saying? So my point is this. Wilder fought Zhang. And it wasn't like I didn't see Zhang being the next best thing in the heavyweight division. Where is Zhang now? Where is he? Who's gonna fight next? What's going on with him? Nothing. He's just quiet now. Nothing's going on with him. So that's the thing. That's why I don't follow the hype. But my point is this, bro. So Wilder lost to Zhang. Zhang, LeVar, in my humble opinion, B- level, maybe C. I mean, Zhang ain't all that. You know what I'm saying? He's not that guy. With all due respect, you know what I'm saying? With all due respect. But he lost to Zhang. Now Wilder's come back to fight this guy. I never heard of him, but I'm perplexed, LeVar, because a lot of people have a lot of hope in Wilder, which is great. You know what I'm saying? All due respect, but if LeVar, the age, that's one. That's the biggest thing. The age. Wilder's way out of his prime. He's not at that age anymore. I don't know how old he is, but it's not that prime anymore. I know that. The beatings he's taken with against Tyson Fury, and we're not at all minimizing Wilder's trajectory in his career. No way, of course not. I'm just talking about how I feel at this point. The wars he's gone through and his career in general, you know what I'm saying? But specifically with freaking Tyson Fury, 3 times, bro. 3. That's just, whoa. Hasn't been the same since. I think everybody knows that by now. If not, they need to get their eyes checked, bro. They need to get their eyes checked. If people don't, you know what I'm saying? He hasn't been the same since. And all this formula, he's sticking with Malik Scott. I mean, I don't get it. It's frustrating. When I see Malik Scott in there, it's like, bro, you ain't doing. I'm sorry, Malik. You ain't changing Wilder. You haven't done anything. I don't see LeVar improvement at all in Wilder's game since he went with Malik Scott. But anyway, so Wilder's fighting this Saturday. I saw a post just recently. I think it was this morning, as a matter of fact. Something like the legacy returns or the legacy reloading, or there ain't no legacy coming back for Wilder. I don't see. Right now, LeVar, the heavyweight division is in the cusp of a change. Usyk's not going to be fighting any longer, LeVar. He's not going to be fighting that much longer at all. I don't see it. He's up there in age also, LeVar. I don't know how old freaking Usyk is. He's done amazing, bro, in his career. I think he's about to hang them gloves up. If anybody hasn't heard that, you're hearing it from me first. I don't know, dude. I don't think he's going to be fighting much longer at all, Usyk. So the heavyweight division is in the cusp of a change, I feel, LeVar. We got these new names coming up in the heavyweight division. Fury's out of it. Fury's crazy. I mean, he says he's retired, then he's going to come back. But I don't think he is. I don't think he's going to come back. If he does, he's going to do some stupid exhibition just to make money. Whatever. But, Usyk's almost out of here. What other heavyweights are there out there, LeVar? It's all these new names coming up. That's what I see. And my point in this is that I don't know if Wilder, what his intentions are. I don't know if he's really coming back to be a champ again. I don't know. I'm kind of perplexed on Wilder coming back. LeVar, go ahead.
No, he's coming back because he truly believes that he can become undisputed heavyweight champ. So, I agree with you. I really don't think, ever since Malik Scott has been in his corner, I really don't think that Wilder's been the same. And we said it over the years that Wilder, what he did. Salute to our brother Bruce Gas, man. Hey, salute to you, my brother. And to be honest with you, he truly has abandoned what got him there. He had a jab, you know what I'm saying? And he stopped using the jab and he kept using the 1-2 to knock everybody out. And like I said, some of the opponents that Wilder has faced, they really didn't have that really good head movement up until he fought Fury. You know what I'm saying? Not discrediting Wilder or anything like that. But I would have liked for Wilder to got somebody else as his trainer in his corner besides Malik Scott. I really don't think that he had benefit by having Malik Scott in his corner. When we first found out that Malik was going to be his trainer, I'm like, what are you doing? I mean, one, you fought against him. What are you doing? But at the end of the day, kudos to Wilder for wanting to come back and try to reclaim what he feel like is his. I would never knock him for not trying. I'm not gonna, trash him because, I feel like he should, be retired. That's his choice. You know what I'm saying? We're here to, try to give them the support that they need, but we are also here to hold them accountable when they need to be held accountable.
Yeah, pretty much, man. And I think one of the biggest flaws, in Wilder was that, man, get Malik Scott in his corner. And that's just, Malik, I just never was convinced with him, man. I mean, at first I was like, okay. The clips they showing, in the gym and, the pad work. And I was like, hey, maybe he can do something, you know what I'm saying? But nah, Malik Scott, I just don't, you know what I'm saying? Now, like you said, LeVar, bro, I mean, we're not knocking anyone, you know what I'm saying? Wilder coming back, that's his thing. Okay, you know what I'm saying? If he wants to do it, go get it, you know what I'm saying? But we'll see, bro. I don't know. I'm just not. And the thing about it, he has a chance though, LeVar. He has a chance because look at what are the names? Okay, bro, let's check this out. We're gonna get into the welterweight division too, but I see similarities with the welterweight division right now and the heavyweight division. Welterweight division is stagnant, bro. It's gone stagnant. I'm sorry. People may debate it. I don't care. Debate what you want, but the welterweight division is stagnant. Heavyweight division, I don't know if it's as stagnant as the welterweight division, but the heavyweight division, like I said, these names they're out the door. These names I mentioned a moment ago, they're out the door. Okay. Now the reason why I say it's LeVar is because maybe Wilder will have a chance. Maybe he'll have a chance, bro, because these other names are gone. Usyk ain't going to fight no Wilder. Why? How? When? Where? I don't think there's an opportunity. I don't even think. And LeVar, they're still talking AJ and Wilder possibly, even though that's freaking dead. It's been dead for years. I can care less about that fight at this point. Thank you to these freaking greedy nonsense promoters sometimes who don't make the fights on time. You know what I'm saying? When they should happen. But I get it. The fighters also have a say in it. Yeah, I get it. But yeah, Bruce goes. I agree, man. I think he does have a chance. Not knocking him for coming back and trying, never knock a fighter doing that. But, yeah, Bruce, Wilder's done. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of perplexed on this, LeVar. Wilder coming back, it's like, do your thing. That's cool, and I'll watch it. Of course I'll watch it. I love fights. You know what I'm saying? I love watching fights. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Mac of the South, once again, real just let's go ahead and greet family. It's something to thank you guys so much, man. Bruce goes. Thank you so much. Mac of the South, man. Yeah. Be careful in these hurricanes, Mac. We know that right now in these kinds of seasons, you're working hard. So, Mac, be careful out there, my guy. Prayers up for you. Thanks so much, man, for jumping in. We thank you. Steve Brown. Hey, what's going on, family? So real quick, let me get back to it. Because Wilder's done. I tend to agree with that. I tend to, you know what? As a matter of fact, I kind of felt that after the trilogy. No, the rematch after the freaking Fury rematch, I was like, nah, bro, Wilder, that's it, bro, that's it. But Wilder's a warrior. He doesn't know when to stop. I got to respect that. That's Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you don't know when to stop. He keeps going. Rematch again. Trilogy, another. Let's go. Come on. Hey, I can't knock that. You know what I'm saying? I can't. But, it's just going to be a tough one. Steve Brown says here, be well. Hey, I would appreciate it, man. Been a hot minute. Yeah, I know, bro. Sorry, Steve. I'm sorry, bro. Sometimes we just can't make it, man, with our busy life schedule and stuff like that. But we're gonna keep doing this, man. We're not stopping. We ain't stopping this. You know what I'm saying? No, definitely not. Been a hot minute, brother. Be well. Peace to you. Yeah, thanks so much, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're just here chopping up the sport, man. Definitely, we appreciate you so much, Steve Brown. Thanks so much for jumping in. But yeah, so he has an opportunity. I'm not gonna say he doesn't. But LeVar, come Saturday night, he's fighting this Saturday, right? Is this Saturday?
Friday.
Oh, Friday. Okay. Come Friday night. If we don't see no changes, LeVar, then I don't see. I think his opportunity is real slim in him becoming. He wants to be undisputed. Undisputed. I
mean, the guy that he's fighting, right? I looked up his information. Tyrell Anthony Herndon. He's 24-5 with 15 KOs. This is a fight that this should get Wilder out of that losing streak. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see a major threat. I looked at his record. There's nobody really big on this guy's resume. So this should be a winnable fight for Wilder. And this all depends on his preparation. You know what I'm saying? Because he went through some stuff with his brother. And then he went through some stuff with his old lady. They're no longer together. So he had to, get his house in order. You know what I'm saying? So this is gonna depend on his preparation. How is he ready? Is he ready for this? You know what I'm saying? Which this is a winnable fight for him. This can get him back in the win column. But it's the wars, it's the age. Can he go back to the drawing board and establish his jab? You know, we know his feet movement is not that great, but it just all depends. I would like for him to, if you're gonna come back with somebody else besides Malik Scott. I really don't think that he benefited from having Malik Scott in his corner. But at the end of the day, this is what he wants. So we'll see when it comes fight night on Friday. You know, so either he's gonna be the Wilder of the old, or if this is gonna be a new and improved Wilder. You know, it's not all about that 1-2 punch anymore. It's just not. That's not gonna work. Because then when you can't land that right hand, that straight right hand, what do you go from there? He has to get back to what he was doing at the beginning, using his jab. Jab, jab, jab.
Well, the thing about it, bro, is that this is the thing about it, LeVar, that we are in a time in the sport of boxing where the 1-2 is not really that effective, and you need a lot more tools in the tool belt. It worked a lot for Wilder, though, because of the heavyweight thing, you know, his power, et cetera, et cetera. He had those, you know, peculiarities that really helped him, you know what I'm saying? But LeVar, the thing about it is that the game has been changing, especially the heavyweight division. When we talk about, you know, styles and skills, it's been changing, bro. I've been seeing these heavyweights coming up, bro. They're fighting different, bro. They're fighting different. Go ahead. I see you.
Yeah, it's because, think about it. It's that they fight and then they take these long layoffs. So by them taking these long layoffs, the sport's passing them by. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, what are we doing? I don't just,
bro.
Like,
real quick, I gotta say this. I'm sorry. I gotta say it. The layoffs, bro. We got to touch on this again. Okay, we see it time and time again. What happened to Caleb Plant? He was the favorite. I don't want to preach on this. I'm sorry, but that's what's happening, LeVar. Look at, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention, man. The game, bro, it's changing. This is what's going. Look, LeVar, we're in a time where we're seeing upsets lately because these guys, man, like you said, you got these hungry contenders and lions that are training behind the scenes, man. You know what I'm saying? They're working on their craft, and then they come up and challenge, and they get an opportunity with the big name. Them big names seems like they're slowly but surely going down, bro, because these big names are too tired. They're too complacent with these layoffs, and they think that they're gonna come back the same again. No, you know, you got these guys coming up, bro, and that's exactly what it is, LeVar. You know, the layoffs, bro. Wilder's been out for a long time. I see more, LeVar. Okay, I'm super like that. Like I said, it's perplexing for me. I see more odds stacked up against Wilder as far as his goal, not the guy he's fighting Friday freaking night. Yeah, look, exactly. Bruce, the dude's been KO'd by Torres and Effie. Yeah, Torres, a top-ranked heavyweight, right? Effie Ajagba. Yeah, so I mean, like LeVar said, this is a good opportunity for Wilder to get back into a winning, you know, streak or what have you. But as far as becoming undisputed, he has an opportunity. I'm not saying he doesn't, because I got to reiterate this. Usyk's going to rematch freaking Dubois. Fine. He most likely beats Dubois, okay? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I think he does. Usyk's on another planet, bro. He's just on another planet. But it was a controversial thing with that whole body shot. I think it was a body shot by Dubois, the first fight. He should have been a KO, but whatever. It's over. You know, unless Dubois lands something like that and knocks out Usyk, which is a good chance. But other than that, my point is, LeVar, my point is this. For Wilder, he has an opportunity because the names in the welterweight division, LeVar, they're not the same anymore. They're not the same, and you don't see that kind of skill set, Usyk skill set, Fury skill set amongst the heavyweights. So, but if getting back to what I was saying a moment ago too, if we don't see nothing new with Wilder this Friday night, LeVar, especially with that name he's fighting, bro, like you said a moment ago, LeVar, if we continue seeing the 1-2s from Wilder and nothing else, LeVar, this is the time, Friday night. I don't think people understand the importance of this, Wilder coming back. If we don't see something new Friday night with Wilder, this is the moment that Wilder has to show something new against this guy who was 5 losses, however many losses he has. This is the time for Wilder to really shine. That's my point. This is the time for Wilder to really shine. If he doesn't show anything new in his toolbox, I don't know if he's gonna really become undisputed in the heavyweight division. I don't think so. Like I said, you got other heavyweight fighters, youngsters, Lions, that are showing new skill sets. Man, they're bringing new skills to the table in the heavyweight division. Will Wilder be able to pick them all apart? I'm not so sure, man. I'm not so sure. I got my doubts. Okay. Hey, Black Star. Hey. Okay, wait, hold on. Let me get to the chat, man. Thank you guys so much for. Hey. Okay, sorry. Let me get to the chat. Sorry. Okay, Steve Brown. Wilder just working, gents. Frankly, looking to see if he can still set up the big knockout. And yes, pray for the bronze. Yeah, I didn't. Now, this is the thing about LeVar. I didn't know that about his personal life. He's pretty quiet, LeVar. When it comes to personal affairs. He's not like all these other people who are just spouting out on his social media talking about what's going on in his life. Wilder doesn't do that, and that's respectable, man. That's really respectable. I admire that, as a matter of fact. But I didn't know that, LeVar. Okay, so he broke up with. I didn't know he separated with the lady that he was with. I didn't know that. So he's been going through some things then, right?
Yeah, I mean it's in his past now. So they've been separated for a while now. So. He's gotten all that out of the way. You know what I'm saying? As far as the issue with his brother, I guess that's been addressed. But hopefully he'll be more focused and ready to go. I mean, honestly, this is a winnable fight for him to get him back into the picture. Like you said, the heavyweight division is changing. It's rotating. Tyson Fury, I think he'll be gone for a bit, and then he'll come right back for a fight. He'll be gone for a while, a couple years, and he'll come back. But with everybody moving on in life, the heavyweight division is really not as strong like what it used to be. I mean, we still have the Daniel Dubois, the Joseph Parkers, the Zhang, other fighters, other heavyweights. But at the end of the day, man, it's not as strong like it was before.
No, and that's what I'm saying. Those names that you just mentioned, like, Joseph Parker, he's out the door, bro. Joseph Parker's out of here. Yeah, I don't even see him. Yeah, he's a nice competitor, but, like, I don't know if he's going to be in the long run anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, these names.
I think he will, bro. I think Joseph
how old is he?
Parker
How old
will.
is he? 37? 37? 38?
But he's been looking good.
Yeah, I can't knock that. You're right.
He's been looking good, and you got to give credit to his corner. The people in his corner, man. He's been looking really good.
Yeah, he's bringing new skills in the table too in his fights, bro. You're right.
Absolutely. But at the end of the day, man, if this is something that Wilder wants to do, then hopefully he has that tunnel vision, and this is something that he really wants to do. And like I said, the heavyweight division still has AJ. AJ's recovering from surgery, but at the end of the day, there are still some notable notable names in the heavyweight division, but it's not as strong like how it should be.
That's perfectly well said, and that's exactly why I mentioned that. Hold on, let me go ahead and wait a second here. Let me go ahead and do that, LeVar. What you just said, all right?
Thank you.
I got you. Okay, done. All right, yeah. So that's pretty much what it is, bro. That's pretty much what it is. It's the heavyweight division is not what it was before. No, it's changing. It's exactly how, or similar to how the welterweight division is. The welterweight division right now is stagnant. And no, don't bring up no freaking Pacquiao. I don't care about that, right? Because Pacquiao, that's what I'm saying, LeVar. People hype up stuff that shouldn't be hyped. Okay, but I cannot negate Pacquiao's legacy. Of course, he's a freaking legend. But the problem is when these freaking legends come back, Mike Tyson fighting with Jake Paul, you know what I'm saying? Evander Holyfield coming back, getting knocked out. I mean, come on, bro. Just stop it already. I'm tired of it. Paulie Malignaggi is coming back to fight in big KFC. Yeah, good. Stay out of boxing. Don't come back to boxing. What is it with these guys? I understand, bro. Maybe it's money, but I don't like, anyways. I don't know why I got on that rant because no, Pacquiao's he's not, coming back to no, the welterweight division is still stagnant. I don't care if Pacquiao's back. I don't care. Okay, you're coming back to fight Barrios? Come on now, man. Welterweight's is stagnant, bro. It's stagnant. You got Brian Norman. He can mix it up, of course. Yeah. But what was the fight we wanted? Boots versus Brian. But we know what happened there, ladies and gentlemen. We know. I know it's controversial, but LeVar, how long has Boots been in the welterweight division? How long? if I'm not mistaken, 10 years almost, maybe more. This freaking dude, this guy's been there now, and now people want to say, oh, and this is scared of Brian. Who you gonna be scared of? No freaking Brian, bro. How you gonna be scared of some freaking bro? Brian, I know he's not watching. I know he didn't know who I am, but he's knowing who I am now on social media, and I've been calling him out. You got to speak up, Brian, because you're not looking good. You're not looking good. But yeah, I know that knockout makes him look good, but come on, man. What we wanted was Boots and Brian before this freaking mandatory. And I called it, LeVar. Remember that? They weren't going to fight next. I knew it. Before Brian Norman's announcement of this guy he just fought in Japan, I knew it wasn't going to be Ennis next. Because before, before that fight was announced, before Brian Norman and this guy in Japan, before that was announced, I said, we went live, and I said, look, hey, Brian ain't going to fight no Boots. Brian ain't gonna fight no Boots. I know he's not gonna, man. You don't want that smoke. You know, you want to use that name. You want to look good. You want to look like you want to fight him. We know the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen. And that's another thing I'm tired of these fighters nowadays. That's another thing I'm tired. I got to cook, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, but these guys get on their little Twitter wars, and they never sign contracts. Stop it with that, fighters. And I'm calling all y'all out. And on social media, I'm tagging y'all, and I'm gonna keep doing it until y'all answer. They don't want to answer me, LeVar. They know I'm right because I post my points in a respective fashion. They know what's time it is. Hey, Roger Will, what's going on, man? Thanks so much. Thanks so much jumping into. Hey, we just monitored you. Thanks so much, man. Moderated you. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, awesome. Heck yeah, man. Thanks so much for jumping in the building. Bruce Gass says here, Wilder will kill. He should. So we'll see. But the thing that LeVar, and I know, you know, media is going to hype up the KO. Well, I mean, we can already see it. KO by Wilder Friday night. But I want to see something different, LeVar. That's my point here. Wilder's coming back, and what you just said is key, LeVar. He has those personal issues out the way. Maybe we will see something from Wilder, man. Maybe that's what he needed, LeVar. That's why I'm you know, that's intriguing. That's intriguing. Because I didn't know those things about his personal life. So he got that out the way. Now he can focus really on the fight game. You know what I'm saying? So I want to see something new, LeVar. That's my point. I got to see something new from Wilder Friday night, bro. And the big question mark is, will we see something new? Because LeVar, all his fights under Malik Scott in his corner, I haven't seen anything new, LeVar. I haven't seen anything new. As a matter of fact, I've seen more dog in Wilder before Malik Scott, bro. But I don't know. Go ahead.
I mean, to be honest with you, this Deontay Wilder, when it comes Friday night, fight night for him, he should be able to do any and everything that he wants to do with this opponent. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I was getting upset with some people in Jamal's last fight, right? The best jab in the business. Excuse me, y'all. Best jab in the business. Okay, yeah, that's fine that he has the best jab in the business, but look who his opponent was. He was supposed to do that.
This is my point. Sorry. This is my point. Please share this, family. You all guys share this, social media, because we're speaking truth here. We don't do that, man. We don't do that, man. We just speak what it is, down the line, down the middle. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm tired of, LeVar, and I've been saying this for a minute. These guys knock someone out. Oh my gosh. Oh, you know, he's the guy, you know, and they get also, and they don't pay attention. Who did he fight? Who did he do this against? He was supposed to do it. Okay, sorry, go ahead, continue.
No, bro, you're right. I mean, just think about it, man. It's like when you have the right opponent in front of you, of course you're gonna look great. But when was the last time that we actually seen? This is what gets me upset. When was the last time that we actually seen Jamal fight somebody elite? And I get it. He was handling mental issues. I understand that. But didn't he just KO the last guy that he just fought? Why doesn't he have another fight set up?
Exactly. Crickets. I'm telling you. No. That's the problem. Crickets. Where's Jamal now? Who's he calling out? No, he's just living off that check. Happy, quiet again, and back to seclusion. That's what gets me on these fighters, LeVar. And I've been saying it for a minute, man. These fighters, you know, we're calling them out. We're gonna have to hold them accountable now, because we're at the point where it's like, okay, y'all just playing with the fans. Fighters. You know what I'm saying? You're coming in, you become a champ, which is respectable and admirable, and then you just disappear for a year and don't say nothing to the fan base. And that's when, like LeVar mentioned a moment ago, that's when the sport's passing you by. And then you wonder why, when you come back, where's my support? Man, the support left you a long time ago because you just put your back, you turn your back on the fans, on the community, where are the interviews? Where are the, questions answered? Fans want to know things, man. LeVar, I'm telling you, some of these fighters get too cocky out there, bro. They forgot that they bite the hand that feeds them. Go ahead, man.
And like I said, I know we keep jumping back and forth, but that's the thing with Wilder. Wilder should be able to do whatever he needs to do. Stay focused, stay disciplined. Take your time. If the knockout happens, let it happen. You know what I'm saying? Just don't go looking for it. Just do what you got to do, handle business. But once again, I just think that he's had Malik Scott as a trainer for way too long. And he hasn't looked good. It hasn't ended well. So we'll have to wait and see. And I really think that a lot of people will tune in on Friday to see Wilder, because at the end of the day, that's Deontay Wilder. Yes, he will go in the Hall of Fame. Absolutely. Not knocking him for that at all. He will go into the Hall of Fame. But this is his chance to work on some things, to implement some things against this opponent that he's facing. So we'll have to wait and see.
And that's what I want to see. That's what I want. I need to see something. Need to see something new. Black Star, hey, bro, what's going on, man? Hey, we got to see you more, Black Star. And in our next show, bro, we got to get you in here. Black Star, bro. Black Star's making a comeback. Saw him the other day too. Thank you so much, Black Star, man. We love y'all, man. And everybody here. Champ Ross also in the building. Hey, bro, you're a legend, Champ Ross, and your game and what you do, bro. I'm sorry I haven't kept up, Champ Ross. I'm just the time with the predictions and stuff like that. But hey, y'all follow Champ Ross, bro. Y'all follow him on social media. He does the betting odds and all that. He's a pro in that, bro. He's a pro in that. Y'all follow Champ Ross right there, man. Definitely. So let me continue to chat. Hey, wait, everybody who's jumping in, appreciate y'all. Hey, comment in the chats, please. Comment in the comment section. Chat. Comment in the comment. We got to hear from you. We love hearing from you all. You are the ones. You know what I'm saying? Definitely. So here we go. Steve Brown says, nah, Renee. Joe Parker has had a resurgence. You're right, bro. You're right. I take that back. That's fact. He's been looking good too. He's been showing. He's been in his skill set too. His defense too. Head movement. His defensive skills. I love what I see. I like what I see. Before his resurgence, it's because my mind has been on the before his resurgence. Before his resurgence, Parker hasn't really convinced me. But as of late, yeah. And has earned another shot. Yeah, he has. Still want to see Danny knock him back. We'll see, though, man. We'll see. Hold on. Let me get to this. Okay, Cynical. Okay, I got you, LeVar. Give me a moment, okay? Let me just catch up a little bit on this chat. Okay, cool. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you guys so much, man. Go ahead and freaking Pac-Man. Okay, let's get to this. Okay, welterweight division. Okay, we're done with the heavyweight division. We talked about Wilder. Go back. Heavyweight division because we got a lot to talk about. Okay, little time too. LeVar, I don't care. I really don't care about this Pac-Man coming back. He's coming back. I get it. I don't know what it's for. He says it's for legacy because, he just wants to fight the best. But you ain't fighting the best. Barrios ain't the best. Sorry. Okay, so, I just think this is just a quick, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to think with Pacquiao coming back in the welterweight division. But I can say this, LeVar. I'm not happy right now with the welterweight division. It's gone stagnant. Brian Norman, respect to him. Wonderful win, in Japan. But, LeVar, this is what I think is going to happen. Okay, if Pac-Man beats Barrios, it's going to be Norman Brown versus Pac-Man, so that it would be a perfect opportunity for Norman Brown to boost his name up even more against a name like Pacquiao. That's the only thing I see going on, big thing I see going on in the welterweight division, which really isn't that big at all because, if LeVar, listen, if the welterweight division needs someone like Pac-Man to come back, to spicing up the division, that means this division's stagnant, LeVar. Sorry, man. Go ahead.
You got to blame that on the WBC. That's Suleiman. That's Suleiman's fault because I've been watching like the WBC rankings when they actually start ranking fighters, and you really have to. That's Suleiman, man.
Oh yeah, they ranked Pacquiao, right? Out of nowhere. Yeah.
Yeah. They ranked him out of nowhere. At one time, they had Sergio Martinez ranked like number 11, and we haven't seen Sergio Martinez in years. So at the end of the day, it's Mauricio Suleiman's fault that this is happening. There's no way that Pacquiao should be fighting Barrios. And I hate to say it, but it's like they're taking Barrios and they're trying to save him. It's like they're trying to protect him. Barrios needs to sit up there and defend that belt, man. he's been idle for a minute, and for him to sit idle, to be inactive, then jump back to fight Pacquiao, no disrespect to Pacquiao, he's a legend, he's a Hall of Famer, but at the end of the day, that fight should not be happening. Mario Barrios should be fighting Norman Jr. Devin Haney. This could have been a prime chance for Devin Haney. I think out of all the champions at 147, I really think that Barrios is not the strongest out of all the champions. So there's other fighters at 140 that could have came.
And I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, but hey, family that's jumping in, family that, thank you guys so much, man. Hey, subscribe. You love the sport of boxing. We just love the sport of boxing and chop it up. Subscribe. Thank you guys so much, man. Lock it up, like it up and all that stuff. But LeVar, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so Bud and Spence, they moved up. They did their thing. Boots was sticking around. Brian was there. They should have made the fight, bro. Now it's even more stacked. I'm seeing the welterweight. This is what I'm trying to say. I'm seeing the welterweight division more stagnant than I have seen in years, LeVar. It's a sad thing, though. It's a sad thing.
I mean, yeah, it is. But, I mean, at the end of the day, Bud kind of held up the welterweight division for a while.
That's true, too. That's true, too.
Trying to decide on what he wants to do. But now you have Boots. I know everybody want to see Boots versus Norman or Boots versus Tio, but Boots has decided to go to 154.
Yeah, that's over.
At some point, man, Boots has to listen to his body. He's been at 147 for so long. Granted, he said that, hey, I can make 147. That's all fine and dandy, but at a certain time, your body can't take losing all that weight for so long. You get what I'm saying? And that's what happened to Devin Haney. That's why he looked like he was in the Thriller video against Kambosos. So at the end of the day, man, these fighters, they got to start listening to their bodies and actually fighting at the weight that they need to be fighting at. So I really think this is a good move for Boots to go to 154. Some people might not like it, but the 154 division is hot right now. Can't nobody tell me that's not a hot division right now. And it's going to only get better.
Yeah, and even better now that Boots is in the mix, man. And Mel Charlo, where you at, bro? No. I don't even want to start there. I don't want to. Okay, comments. Here we go. Mac of the South says Barrios should have been fighting Boots. A long time. Yeah, and that's another thing I don't like, man. Barrios, what are you doing? He's just beating around the bush, bro. I mean, he's just. How can you say, protecting that belt, bro? You don't want to fight the best, bro. That's another thing that irritates me, LeVar. These guys at the top, they say they want that smoke, but they don't mix it up. They don't unify. They don't go, against the best. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Okay, so let me continue to chat. Also, I didn't even read the whole freaking thing. Sorry. Barrios should have been fighting Boots, Norman, or the WBC number one. Exactly. But now another thing about this is this, LeVar. Haney. What's Haney going to do? Is he going to really go to 147, or what's his next move? I kind of see Haney right now in a limbo now that I see Devin Haney. Go ahead, LeVar. I see you.
Renee, you really trying to take me there with Devin Haney?
No. Oh, we'll just move on. We'll see if we have time. We'll go back there later. Because that's even another show, bro. Yeah. Okay, let's relax on that one.
Woo, boy, man.
Hey,
Ooh.
I love Haney though. Hey, family that are jumping in that are new here, you check the channel. All due respect to Haney, you know what I'm saying? I got nothing to say, you know what I'm saying? But right now it's interesting with Haney, okay? But yeah, you're right, Mac of the South. I mean, Barrios, he ain't doing none of that. He ain't doing none of that. And then he sees the opportunity with Pat coming back. Oh yeah, now I'll go for that. Because Barrios knows it's going to put him in the limelight and all that stuff. But Steve Brown says here, interesting matchup. We'll see if Ed Azteca can stay disciplined against the vet. I feel you, Steve. I feel you, Steve. I know a lot of people are intrigued on this fight. A lot of people are intrigued just for the fact, because all the questions in our minds, right? Is Pac the same? How he's going to look? Blah, blah, blah. He's 40 whatever years old. I don't know if he's pushing 50. I don't know how old the dude is, but I know there's a lot of questions and it brings a lot of attraction because of his name. I mean, I respect that. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, got to watch that Ugas tape. Exactly. But I don't know. It's an interesting matchup. It is. Cook, thank you so much, man. Hey, y'all cook in the comment section too, man. Hey, that's why y'all keep Tune it in, man. We love y'all, man. We love you. And we're going to try, man. We're going to try with our times and stuff like that, man. So let me continue. Tired of the old boxing recipe? Yeah, of course. I am. I'm tired of these freaking platforms hyping up people, these fighters, when they have a nice knockout against some unknown, not unknown. I don't even want to say it like that, because some unknown people, they can fight. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not. But they just do the hype up thing too much. And I'm tired of this, LeVar. The platforms and the social media, who do you want to see him fight next? Shut up with that question. Shut up with that, because they never do what the fans want. Shut up with them stupid question. Who's next for the champ? Shut up. Because most likely it's going to be some lower tier top 10. So just okay, Black Star Sports says, I agree, Wilder has not improved. He's not, man. Love Wilder. Nothing against Wilder. It's just that it is what it is. We have to speak what we see, and that's the thing. It's sad for me. It's sad to see Wilder. I think his legacy speaks for itself. We got to say that first and foremost. And we've said that before. Wilder's legacy, people can criticize Wilder how they want. I don't care, but his legacy speaks for itself, man. Ain't none of these fighters, LeVar. How many of these fighters are rematching a tough competitive fighter they have fought before? Canelo's done it 3 times against Triple G. Come on now. I know people want to criticize Canelo. I know they do. 3 times, bro. Wilder, 3 times. Y'all can't debate that, man. I know a lot of people want to criticize Wilder, stuff like that, but his legacy speaks for itself, man. It does. He went for the top, man. Wilder went for it. You know what I'm saying? But on the flip side, yeah, he there just hasn't been improvement since he fought. Since Malik's been in his corner. Champ says here, I don't know if it's a friend thing, LeVar. Real quick, I don't know if it's a friend thing. Maybe Wilder is just real friends with Malik, and he just doesn't want to separate. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Champ says here, Wilder throwing Berlan under the bus. Backfired big time. That was the best thing he had. Yeah. And I know it's a controversial thing. I know a lot of people want to bring a lot of controversy with that, but that's what I was saying, Champ. He was better He was better before Malik Scott. He was better, bro. Hey, Jay, what's going on? I think it's the first time here. Go ahead and subscribe if you're listening to boxing and all that good stuff. Okay, but okay, thank you so much, man. Not the same weight class. I don't know what you're talking about. Sorry, I'm kind of behind the chat. So sorry, man. Anthony Johnson, hey, what's going on, bro? What's going on, my guy, Anthony Johnson? I know people said that about him, Jay. And that's what we're talking about. That Wilder. He did amazing with that 1-2. He did miraculous things with that 1-2 throughout his career, bro. And it's been knocking guys out left and right. But like I said a moment ago, we said it before, in the beginning of this live, that, it's because these fighters are coming up, these heavyweight fighters, they're bringing new tools, man. These new fighters that are, LeVar, real quick. I interviewed 2 brothers here in Mexico. They're coming up. I just forgot what weight class. The Mosqueda brothers from here in Mexico. I interviewed them for nyfights.com for articles that I pushed up there. LeVar, listen, these 2 guys are 100% Mexican fighters, bro. And the way they're fighting is wow. It's not that traditional Mexican style. That's what I'm saying, bro. These young fighters that are coming up, they got brilliant minds, bro. They're fighting different now. Same with the heavyweight division. These new heavyweight fighters that are coming up, they're bringing more tools in the tool belt, man. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to watch. We're seeing the fight game, evolve, and it's a wonderful thing. We just gotta enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Jay, I feel you on that, bro. I feel, yeah. Hit the like button. Thank you so much. Cynical One, thanks so much, man. We're behind on the chat. So sorry about that. Okay. Cynical One, thank you so much for jumping in the building. We appreciate all y'all, man. Thank you so much. I was under the impression Wilder isn't with. I thought so too, but no, I guess he's sticking around, bro. Unfortunately, Malik's gonna stay at that corner. And look at LeVar. Even though we have not seen anything new from Wilder since Malik, and he's been with Malik for a long time, this is the fight where we got to see something new. If not, Malik, what are you wasting your time for? I know you're getting that check from Wilder. I mean, you're sticking around for that check, but okay, let me continue this chat, man. Okay, real quick. Okay, I got you, LeVar. Okay, oh bad, bro, LeVar, I'm gonna follow with this. Okay, thank you, LeVar. Let me get him catch up. Okay, let me just catch up here. Okay, so Cynical, and we appreciate you. Thanks so much. Zone 86.4 TV. Thank you so much, man, for jumping in the building. New faces here. We appreciate y'all, man. We just love the sport of boxing. We keep it as neutral as possible. I know people out there say, being neutral doesn't exist. Everybody has a certain bias. I don't think we do. You know what I'm saying? I don't think we do. Okay, I don't think we do. You know what I'm saying? Humbly, I say it. You know what I'm saying? We just try to keep it down the line. We don't care what name it is. You know what I'm saying? So we just love the sport of boxing. Okay, Black Star, let me know when y'all. Yeah. LeVar, maybe we can try next Monday again, okay? Because we got a lot to catch up on. We got a lot to catch up on, and I'm going to tell you backstage, LeVar, some certain things I'm doing in my personal life so I can do more on Mondays, okay? So yeah, man, we'll try Black Star Monday, all right? Just keep the notification bell on YouTube and Instagram. You know, I don't know if you're on Instagram. I'm on Twitter also. Just keep a lookout there, okay? Because we do announcements, okay? So yeah, thank you so much, Black Star, man. We appreciate y'all. I think if Manny wins, it will be. I don't know, bro. I don't think so. I don't see that. I see it more with Brian Norman because what Pacquiao. Listen, Black Star. Pacquiao's talking about he wants to come back and do legacy, according to him. So not in those words, but you can just see it in his speech. So if he beats Barrios, he's going to be the new champ, right? I think he's going to go for unification, man. I think Pac is going to go for unification, but I don't know. It's hard to say what Pac wants. You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you, Classy. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Cynical. Also, I'm just trying to wrench up those who LeVar is telling me right now. I'm just trying to catch up on the chat. That's all. Thank you, Queen. Thank you guys so much for the Queens for jumping in the building also, okay? Black Star, that's the problem. Where's Jamel? That's the problem. Where is he? LeVar, his career's passing him by, bro. I've said this time and time again. Ever since the Canelo disappearance after that, Jamel, please. I'm a fan of Jamel. Check the channel. Those who are new here, I love Jamel. But LeVar, I'm 100 with all of them. I don't care who it is. Jamel, where have you been, bro? It's passing you by, Jamel. I know it's not passing you by because you got the nice check from Canelo. You're good for your life. That's wonderful. But the ball keeps rolling. You got to keep the ball rolling, LeVar. And that's what sets these fighters different. I'm telling you. I know people want to criticize them, but I got to go back to that. Canelo, look at him, LeVar. Look how active he's been. He's been active, bro. Bud Crawford's been gone for a long time, too. You got to keep active. Fighters, all these fighters out here got to stay active. The career passes them by when they stop. Jamel, where are you? Somebody ask him. Yeah, Steve Brown. Steve Brown says so. So guess so with your own. He'll be all right. I'm not mad at him either, bro. I'm not mad at him at all. You know, Boots had to move up. He's been there for way too long in the welterweight division. And Brian Norman having the audacity to say, he had to take his boots and run. Brian, hush, puppy. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Okay, let's continue. But he needs to deliver at 154. That, Steve, 100, thank you. Because I'm also going to hold Boots accountable. LeVar, Boots has to step it up with the names. That's facts. But he didn't have the choice, really, in the welterweight division. Because, one, they didn't want to fight him. Nobody wanted to fight Boots. They didn't want to fight him, man. They didn't want to fight Boots. Let's not deny that. They didn't want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, no, I don't know if he's still under Eddie Hearn. If it's still Eddie Hearn, get with the freaking program. Get Boots some good competition. Good real competition. That's what I want to see from Boots too. Thank you, Steve. That's facts. Teach, thank you so much for jumping in the building, man. We got to catch up on the comments. Thank you, Teach, so much. All y'all who are jumping in. Thank you. Let's continue. Steve Brown, because we got to talk about Canelo and Bud still, man. Time is ticking. No one, unfortunately, wants to fight Haney. He'll get a fight for sure. I don't know why they don't want to fight him. I don't get it. I would like to see him against Norman Jr. That's not going to happen. I don't see that happening, man. On the smoke. I think this is what's going to happen, LeVar. Listen what's going to happen with Brian Norman Jr. He's going to wait to see who the winner. I just said a moment ago. He's going to wait to, and I posted it on Twitter also, and I tagged Norman Brown. I tagged him too. But he ain't answering. It's fine. That's fine. But I feel this is what's going to happen, Steve Brown. He's going to wait for the winner between Barrios and Pacquiao, and if Pac wins, he's going to go for Pac. I mean, I think that's what they're going to do. I think that's most likely what they're going to do. Okay, so I would like to see him against Sergio on smoke and that same. Man, Tio, I don't even want to. Get Tio out of the comments. I don't want to see him. Tio don't know what he's doing in his life. Get out of here. Tio, go home. Go home until you get your mind right and fight who you got to really fight. That's another thing on Tio. I don't want to cook on him yet. I'm not even want to cook on. He's not even worth my time right now. And I've been showing him time and time again on social media. He knows I've been tagging him. He knows who I am. He's answered me before. He's answered me on one of these videos I pushed a long time ago also. He knows who I am. He knows who I am. And he don't want to talk. He don't want to answer my doubts towards him. You know, Tio, go home. Go sit down somewhere. If you ain't going to fight, if you ain't going to do it for real, go home. Okay. Oh. Go subscribe to Black Star. There you go. Go subscribe to Black Star Family, okay? I cannot pin it right now because I don't know how to do it here on this platform, but I think it's like this. I don't know. But okay, yeah, okay. So yeah, y'all go subscribe to my guy Black Star. There he is. He's coming back. He's coming back. Okay, yes. Okay, we're gonna keep it like that, all right? Hopefully plans don't change. Sometimes plans change with us, you know what I'm saying? But we're gonna try to do that, okay? Monday. Awesome. Heck yeah. Yeah, hit the like button. Thank you guys so much. Let me continue to chat. So sorry I'm behind, guys. Champ Ross. Manny versus Tank is no, man. That's the problem with boxing, LeVar. That's the problem with boxing. Tank. I don't even want to talk about that, bro. Manny and Tank. Where did that even come from, LeVar? Where did that even? And they did this before, LeVar. They were trying to push Inoue versus Tank. What are we talking about? Why? You see, that's the problem, LeVar, with the sport. They wanna do this, but what's up with the guys in the same division? Mix it up. That's the problem with the sport. Yeah, I know. Okay, Tank not gonna fight. Facts, champ. Facts. And that's the problem. Tank don't want to get it in with these guys. But we understand though. We've clarified it before. Tank's a prize fighter. He's not a legacy fighter. We got to make that straight, ladies and gentlemen. I know how much people want to hype up Tank. I know they do. I know those man fans out there, which is fine. You're a man fan, that's fine. Chop it up here in the comment. We ain't tripping. We're not gonna discourage anybody here who's a man fan. It's fine. We'll do a friendly debate. We'll do friendly debates or whatever, but we're gonna call out what it is. You know what I'm saying? Tank is a prize fighter. He's not a legacy fighter. He hasn't been a legacy fighter. I love how he fights. I've applauded him so much throughout the years because I thought, LeVar, he was gonna fight the actual best. You know, but go ahead, LeVar. I see you, but go.
Well, you got to think about this. Adrian Broner, who discovered Tank? AB, right? Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner took Tank to who?
Floyd.
What is Floyd about?
Exactly.
What is his moniker?
Exactly.
Floyd Money Mayweather, right? He was no longer the pretty boy, you know what I'm saying? Pretty boy Floyd, but now when he became Money Mayweather, it was all about the money. So at the end of the day, he schooled him into, hey Tank, you know, it's all about the money. You know what I'm saying? Instead of legacy. So we don't know. We don't know. I truly believe that Tank has unfinished business with Lamont Roach. I think that will get settled. After that, I don't want to see Tank versus no Jake Paul. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all. It's either going to be Tank versus Shakur.
Nah, bro, I don't even think that's going to happen. Nah.
Or, he got to do something,
bro. Shakur's name ain't even up there like that. So that's the problem. You know, Tank, he needs the big lights, bro.
It has to be because at the end of the day, who are the title holders at 135?
Yeah, of course. Shakur is one of them.
Shakur, Tank, right? They both have titles, right? So at the end of the day, I believe that Tank doesn't want to mess with Turkey is because he knows that Turkey can make that fight. Turkey has the money to make that fight. So that's why he's saying, you know, he doesn't need Turkey. Now, we don't know what he's thinking about. But I really think that you're right. It's going to be more about money instead of legacy.
Yeah, it's not going to be. And you know, Champ Ross, I don't doubt that, Champ Ross, but I don't like it, but I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Manny versus Tank is a big probability. It's a big probability because, you know, Tank's a prize fighter. Go ahead, LeVar. Go ahead.
Tank, no. If Tank does that,
it's pretty stupid. But I mean, they're looking, bro. LeVar, listen. Marketing wise, that would be a huge. So they're gonna go where the money's at, bro. I think it's pretty stupid, but
honestly, man, I don't know. No, I don't want to see it. I wouldn't even watch it. That doesn't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense for him to fight Manny Pacquiao when there's fighters that's around his age, around his level of fighting, that he can get into the ring with. There's nothing wrong with him fighting Shakur.
But the point is what we're talking about, LeVar. It's prize fighting, bro. Tank is for the prize fighting.
But if Tank, think about this, bro. Do you really think that Shakur is healthy? Do you really think that Shakur is healthy? I can tell you no. What is Shakur having problems with?
His hands, right.
And how long? And how long has he been having troubles with?
That's true.
You're telling me that's a prime opportunity for Tank to take advantage of that.
Good point, man. Good point. Shakur ain't gonna hurt no Tank.
And if you're sitting here saying that you sparred these guys and you hurt these guys in sparring, okay, why not? Why not make it official? That's what I'm saying. These guys don't want to fight each other. Hey, but when we get on to Bud and Canelo, then you'll see where I'm coming from with all this.
I hope we have time. Hold on, let me continue this chat. Okay, because Barrios is a good fighter. Yeah, I'm not saying he ain't good. He can fight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
No, Barrios. No. Let's stop it.
Cook, go ahead, Cook, bro.
Barrios, he fought Ugas at the right time. It's just like what I said about Kambosos. Kambosos beat T.O. He caught T.O. at the right time where T.O. was having trouble with weight and he was having problems with his wife. The thing about Barrios, he caught Ugas at the right time. Look what Spence had done to Ugas. Ugas was damaged goods.
And Ugas wasn't in his prime anyway. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, I'm telling you, LeVar, that's what I'm saying. People hype up these things like they blow it out of proportion, bro. They blow it out of proportion. You know what I'm saying?
And that's why I know the difference between enjoying the sport of boxing and being a fan. Some people are a fan of that fighter. They look up to that fighter than anything. I'm a fan of the sport. So when we get on here, that's why we're not talking about our favorite fighter all the time. We're a fan of the sport. So I don't know, man. I truly believe that Barrios, he's an okay fighter. He's not great. He caught the right person at the right time. The sport of boxing is all about timing. If you haven't noticed it, it's all about timing, when to fight the right opponent at the right time. Some of these fighters wait till their age and then they decide to fight them.
Canelo did the same. I pushed one of my first videos. I talk about it time and time again. People ain't the people. I talked about that so many. Nobody was talking about it. Nobody was. I said the reason, and I called it Triple G, the King for Long. Check it out. It's on the channel, family. I'm kind of gun shy too on that video. Pardon my lack of enthusiasm, but I was just starting on YouTube. So, but I knew it. I saw it. I called it. I said that the only reason why Canelo's fighting Triple G because he's starting to get over the hill. That's when he started fighting him. It's timing, LeVar. That's facts. That's what it is. Mac of the South here real quick says there, hey, that's great, Mac. Y'all choose it. This is what the comments are about, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all speak your minds. You know what I'm saying? Let's get to it right now. Okay, so this is the thing about me with this whole Bud and Canelo thing. This is why I think this is the game plan, LeVar. Here we go. Bud is right now. Okay, so and then one of these pressers, with one of these pressers, I don't know if it was the New York one or if they're the Saudi or whatever it was. Bud said that right now he's approximately, I can't quote it exactly, I think he's at 155 right now. 155. They're gonna fight in September 13th. July, August, September. He has a couple months to move up to 168. This is what I think he's doing, LeVar. This is what I think he's doing. He's sparring, he's training as he's incrementally moving up in weight. Not a big weight gain. It's an incremental one so that he can feel comfortable fighting at 168. But I personally think, I said this since this was announced, I double thought it a couple times, but the more that time's going by, the more I'm leaning towards Canelo. And this is no favoritism. Y'all check the channel. I've criticized Canelo all the time. A lot. but he's gained my respect, man. He's gained my respect. He's earned it. You know what I'm saying? But my point is, I see this quite lopsided, man. I see this quite a lopsided fight. Of course, Crawford's going to have his moments. I'm not saying he's not. I mean, he got the skill set ingrained in his blood. It's in his blood. Of course, he's going to bring them skills out in the fight, but it's not going to be as sharp. Listen closely. I don't think Crawford's skill set are going to look as sharp as they looked when he was at 135, when he fought Gamboa, when he fought Spence at 147, Jeff Horn and all these, I don't want to say easy fighters at 47? Because come on, let's be realistic, LeVar. You know, I love Bud. We've given him praise, but the names haven't really convinced me. You know what I'm saying? Up to Spence. Spence, okay, you convinced me, definitely. But they're not. My point in this is that I don't think that skill set, LeVar, is going to shine at 168. First fight at 168. Madrimov, Bud himself confessed, yeah, I didn't shine as much with Madrimov, but I understand. Styles make fights. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to look shiny all the time. But, bro, you 168, LeVar, it's another level of dog, bro. It's another level of punch power. It's another level, bro. And I know I don't. But, hey, Mac, it can be, but I don't see it happening, man. I don't see it happening. Go ahead, LeVar. Go ahead and cook on that.
Well, you got to think about this. I'm not doubting the skills of Terrence Crawford. He's a phenomenal fighter. He's skillful. The things that he has done, you know, kudos to him. But we've seen this play out before. Jermell Charlo, who was at 154 for a long time, he had multiple fights at 154. Moved up 2 weight divisions to fight Canelo. And you cannot say that when Jermell Charlo was down at 154, he wasn't fast, he didn't have the speed, he didn't have the talent. Absolutely, he did. And I'm not comparing him to Terrence Crawford, but they both were undisputed champions, right? When Mel went up to 168, he didn't have the speed. His whole physique didn't look the same, and he barely did anything. Terrence Crawford only had 2 fights at 154. 2. And now we're saying he's going to go up to 168 when there's no rehydration clause at all. So we don't know. We know that Canelo's going to come in heavy, but there's a possibility that Bud might come in heavy too. Not saying that Bud cannot win the fight. The questions that I have for Bud is, will he be able to absorb those punches from Canelo? Will he be able to absorb it? Because in his last 2 fights, he was getting touched. He was getting touched a little bit.
And he was getting touched against. Wait, hold on. Sorry, bro. Sorry. He was getting touched quite a bit by this. What's this dude's name? I haven't forgotten it. BLK Prime. Who was that dude he fought? Avanesian? It's like, bro, come on, bro. You can't fight. You cannot even try, Bud, getting on the inside against Canelo. Sorry, go ahead, bro. Go.
But I don't want people to think that Bud doesn't have the opportunity to win the fight. He does have the opportunity, but it's a tall task to ask for him to complete. Yeah, me personally, I think that because of he's gonna have to put on this weight smart. He's really gonna have to gain this weight smartly and not do it the incorrect way. Because my fear is him coming up to 168, and due to all that weight, he's not as fast that he was down at 147 and 154. Because if that's going to be the case, then Canelo, who's been at 168 for a while, might end up being the faster fighter. Hey, I could be wrong. But I really think that Bud and Bomac, they're really going to have to sit down, strategize, and really make sure that, 1, Bud feels comfortable at 168, and 2, can he absorb those shots? Because at the end of the day, there's going to come a time in the fight where Bud is going to have to stand there and fight with Canelo. He's not going to be able to run for 12 rounds. It's going to come a point to where he's going to have to sit there, and I wouldn't say slug it out, but he's going to have to
fight intelligently on the inside. And we don't even know the ring size yet. Canelo's already petitioning in the press conference, hey, Turkey, don't make this ring big, man. Don't make this ring. And even if it is kind of big, listen, LeVar, I don't hear anybody doing these kinds of comparisons. They're totally different fighters, yes. Totally different styles, yes. Skill set, blah, blah, blah. But we understand this. We got to understand what LeVar's saying. Y'all got to listen to this. Y'all listen to it. Mel, that's a really good comparison. Like I said, they're different. Yeah, I know. People want to comment, no, but Bud's a different beast. But we understand. LeVar, I have praised Jermell Charlo so much in his undisputed venture at 154. Check the channel, family, who are new, please. And when he moved up to 168, he 154, 168. That Mel was not Mel Charlo. That was not Mel Charlo, bro. That was not Jermell Charlo. He felt the punch. He felt Canelo. It was a different story, bro. He saw his eyes in the ring. I think he was thinking in his mind, LeVar, oh my gosh, what did I do? What am I doing? What am I doing here? Hey, the check's worth it, though. The check's worth it. But he felt them punches, bro, and it was another story, bro. It was another, and that, I'm not saying the same thing's going to happen. No, of course not. Bud's different. But the weight change, that's my focus. Like what LeVar's saying. It's going to show, man. It's going to show. But I give Bud a little benefit of the doubt, a little bit, like I said a moment ago when I started this topic. Okay, so Bud, it looks like he's doing it the right way, LeVar. He's moving up incrementally. 155 right now, I mean, I thought he would be more than that. At this point, he would be more. Go ahead, LeVar, I see you.
I mean, he has time. The fight is not until September, but like I said, I'm not saying I'm picking Bud. I'm not saying I'm picking Canelo. I think later on down the road when we do have another show, we can give our prediction. I just don't. We've seen this before, and I'm not gonna lie. I picked against Bud before, and he really dismantled Errol Spence. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, it's really hard because to me, it's not. I don't see it as 2 weight classes. I see it as 3 because he's only had 2 fights at 154. I don't. And if I'm wrong, I mean, please chat. Let me know if my way of thinking is off. Renee, if you think my way of thinking is off, please say something. I just don't. Of course not, yeah. He hasn't been at 154 that long. And to go, I mean, he might see something. He might see some flaws in Canelo that he think he can capitalize on, and that's fine. That's all fine and dandy. It's a tall task, especially if he's not. If he, I'm not saying that he's gonna go in there and be like how Jermell did, but it has to be a competitive fight somewhere, if that makes sense.
Of course, I mean this is why Turkey's coming out with the whole Tom and Jerry thing, man. He don't want to see that anymore. He doesn't want to see that, and he's not going to be paying fighters to give those types of fights and performances, man. It's going to be an action. I think it's going to be a nice action-packed fight, man. I don't know. I don't remember what y'all are laughing about in the chat, but I'm so sorry. I'll be behind. Tank better worry about Roach. I don't even know if that freaking LeVar. There's no promotion on that. What's going on? When are they fighting? August? What is going on there?
Hopefully we'll see something soon. Only thing that I know is Calvin Ford is back as his number 1. But Barry Hunter is still in camp with him as well. But instead of Barry Hunter being number 1 like in the first fight against Roach, it's gonna be Calvin Ford. So we're gonna have
if it's Calvin, I think it's pretty much. You had a nice run, Roach. You had a nice. Zone says here, hey, Tank modeled himself after. Yeah, exactly. Floyd schooled him, and Floyd schooled him, and the legacy doesn't feed your grandchildren, and it's prize fighting. You know what I'm saying? Tank also ducked a lot of, that whole Loma talk, man. Yeah, that's just we knew that wasn't going to happen. I'm saying ducked a lot of money against Loma Haney. It's just because Tank's a prize fighter. That's what it boils down to. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see Tank fight all these names. You know what I'm saying? When they were in their prime. Not no Loma a year ago. Not no Loma 2 years. No, the Loma of 7 years ago. But y'all know what happened there. Y'all know what happened there, man. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta has to fight. He has to, but, Shakur is mid, fellas. I don't know, man. I think Shakur is elite. Shakur's elite skill set, Steve. I think Shakur's elite skill set. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, LeVar. I heard you. Go ahead.
I mean, honestly, man, it's their resumes. At the end of the day, when it comes down to these fighters, man, it's their resume. Who have they fought? And if you think about it, and if you really were to dissect all these guys' resumes, you'll be surprised.
It's true. It's true.
Like, I mean, okay, I'm gonna ask you this, Renee, and I'll ask the chat. When it comes to Bud Crawford, what is his most notable wins?
Spence.
And Gamboa, right?
But Gamboa was a smaller guy, moved up. I mean, it's exactly. Huh?
Gave him a little fit,
Oh, of course.
You see what I'm saying? So if we were to really dissect these guys, you can really see what could really happen. We just don't know. I'm just saying, it's for me. Shakur doesn't have that resume like he should have, man. If he's this great fighter that people are saying, why aren't he fighting elite fighters?
It's facts. Step them up with the real ones, man. That's facts. I can't say nothing against it. Classy. Like I said, I don't know what y'all laugh about, but I wish I knew. But I'm behind the chat. I'm sorry. Y'all were saying any hand issues at 26-30. He fights nobody. He's nice and has done nice things. Yeah, I feel. But his best comp, who's flourished after. Yeah. It's like, well, yes. Hey, I got nothing to say about that, Steve. I got nothing to say about that. Facts, bro. Facts. Just do. And that's the problem, Steve. These fighters got to step up to the next best thing. You know what I'm saying? The next best names, competitive names, even they just don't do it. That's the problem with the sport. That's one of the problems with the sport. Some of these fighters are doing it still. I'm not knocking it. You know what I'm saying? Some are, but several aren't. You know what I'm saying? Most aren't. Crawford is hungry. He is focused. But that $80 million deal, anybody would jump to it, Mac. Anybody would do it. Bud, because his name is up there because of what he's done against Spence, all eyes are on him. You know what I'm saying? And he has that open door to call out Canelo and Canelo to accept it because Turkey's in the mix now. Anybody would do it. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, LeVar. Go ahead.
But then again, man, it's everything that I'm seeing. Like, I don't like that photo of them having dinner with Turkey. I'm talking about Bud and Canelo. And it seemed like they're too nice, bro. I hope this thing is not WWE scripted, man. I'm just being honest with you.
Bro, nah. Wait. Something important. Listen. There's no rematch clause. So they got to fight to win. You know what I'm saying? That's what I like. There's no rematch clause. I like that. Go ahead, LeVar.
But Turkey said during the post conference yesterday, the press conference yesterday, Turkey mentioned something about when Max Kellerman was talking and he mentioned Turkey and Turkey yelled rematch. There might be a rematch clause in there. My thing is, Canelo even said it during the press conference, like, hey, I know Turkey's on your side, bud. My problem that I have with Turkey is that I wish Turkey would stay neutral with both fighters.
That's what I didn't like. Yeah, that's what I didn't like.
That's the problem that I'm having with this whole thing. Yeah. So that's why when I said it's like WWE, it feels like it's WWE scripted, it's because of that.
But the thing
and
about
then I
this
worry
is
about the judges.
Listen. No, but listen. One thing we got to understand about Canelo, you know what I'm saying? He's going to go in there and fight. I don't think he's not going to bow down, bro. He's not going to bow down to Turkey. If Turkey's going to try to do something shady, like, hey, let Bud win a couple rounds. We know how the boxing business goes. You know what I'm saying? We know that things go on behind closed doors that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? That fans, general public doesn't know about. Little agree. It's been public. You know, fighters have come out public saying, you know what, they didn't let me knock him out in the first round. We had to milk it out until, you know, it happens. But my point is, I don't think Canelo is one of those types of dudes that bow down to any name. He don't care if it's Turkey. He don't care. I think this is going to be a genuine fight. You know what I'm saying?
But see, the thing is, that's all fine and dandy. But when it comes down to Turkey can influence those judges, and he can influence the ref. And what's the guy Belenga's about to fight? What's his name? Shiraz? Something like that?
Yeah.
In his last fight, what was Turkey doing? Going around to the judges.
Oh, wow.
He was talking to. That's why I say, man, it's a lot that's going on. So once again, I could be right, I could be wrong, but this is how I'm seeing it. I just don't like the fact that if Turkey is backing Bud, then why can't it just be neutral? I know we all can't get what we want, but it would be nice for him to be neutral when it comes to both fighters, man.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, I didn't like that when Canelo mentioned that. No. I didn't like that. Yeah.
I didn't like it at all. But once again, we're gonna have to see how this thing plays out, and we all know how all these judges can be in the sport of boxing, man.
Especially with them Turkey checks. I'm telling you, man, Turkey got the bank. Turkey got the money's no issue for Turkey. It ain't no thing. Just do. Get back to that real quick because I like that comment. Just do. If you see Kerr work and prepare, then you'll see how top of his game he truly is inside and out the ring. If you see, Kerr. I personally think Kerr is the guy, man. You know, he's elite. He's elite. But like what we said, the names. You know what I'm saying? The names. It's the names. You know what I'm saying? Let's continue to chat. So sorry, guys. Canelo is slow. He's been. Yeah, Mac. I feel you. Canelo's not in his prime anymore. He's not in his prime anymore. I know how much, these commentators want to, glorify him and stuff like that while he's fighting. These people get too led away with these commentators, you know what I'm saying? And the hype, the hype and the promo and all that. Yeah, Canelo's not looking the same. He's not looking the same. And I feel you on that, Mac. You're right. Don't know how to cut off a ring. Can't fight well against movement fighters. But the question is this, Mac. Will Bud be moving like that? I don't think so, man. With all that added weight, you go to round 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the true test. Deep waters for Bud's first time at 68 with that weight. Deep waters. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I got a big question mark over my head. Jermel was all about that. Yeah, he moved up for that. Yeah, I feel you on that, man. I got you. I see where you're getting at. Bud, yeah, I see where you're getting at earlier, too, that Bud is completely focused for this. I get it. That's what's going to make the fight intriguing. All these elements make the fight really intriguing. LeVar, this is going to be a historical fight. It's going to be a historical fight, man. It's already written in the history books, but the whole moving up thing gets me. I just cannot wrap my mind around it. LeVar, when Rigondeaux moved up to fight Lomachenko a long time ago, when a lot of people, Rigondeaux, amazing. At that time, LeVar, Rigondeaux was wow, bro. If people go back to those days, right? It wasn't too long ago, but Rigondeaux was wow. I was actually going for Rigondeaux in that fight. But, LeVar, there's divisions. We got to understand. There are divisions for a reason. I know Bud is the guy, but go ahead, LeVar. Go.
I don't mean to cut you off, big bro. I understand, but I'm reading the comments while you're talking. It's like we don't know if Bud Power is going to go up to 168. We don't know if he's going to have that power.
Nor the speed, nor the stamina, I'm telling you.
I don't care what nobody says. Yeah, Jamel might have done it for the money, but at the end of the day, what we saw, that was nothing like Mel. And I'm not saying that can't happen to Bud, because it can. It can't. If that's the case, why didn't Bud knock out the guy the last 2 fights that he had? Why did he knock the guy out? I'll wait.
But then they're going to bring the same argument. They're going to say, Canelo hasn't knocked anybody in his last 5 fights. And I get it. Real quick, let me interject. Real quick. Just do it because it's hot. Canelo did start his career at 40. Some can make the argument he's blown up. No, he's not. He's not blown up, though, because he started when he was a little baby face. He started his pro career. He was like 16 years old. This guy was a baby face, man. Pro career. In Mexico, obviously, because they don't permit that in other countries. The United States, much less, right? In the first world countries, no, they aren't going to let that happen. But Mexico moves different. Mexico, I was talking to LeVar backstage about some things here in Mexico. They move different down here, man. I'm in Mexico. I live it, you know what I'm saying? So, but what I'm saying here, but listen, he was a babyface fighter. He was 16. He wasn't no grown man. He was no grown man. Until he got up to 28, 29 years old. That grown man weight is different, bro. He's not a 68 blown up fighter. He's not a 68. And you already know, you already know, bro. Most of these guys ain't fighting in their division anyway. I comment. I responded to Stephen Fulton. Salute to Stephen, champ. Awesome. But, I don't care who it is. I'm going to call out these fighters in their posts when they say something where I disagree with and where I have valid reasoning to disagree with. Fulton posted the other day on Twitter something like this. Y'all wanna make us move down and kill ourselves to fight in divisions, something along those lines. Y'all want to make us move down and kill ourselves. I'm paraphrasing it. Y'all find the tweet; it's out there, and y'all see my response. To make divisions, and we're risking. I don't know what he said, but and then I responded and I said, no, we're not making y'all. I'm paraphrasing it. It's you. You're the fighters who are fighting in divisions you shouldn't even be fighting in. Y'all are the ones that are doing it, not the fans aren't making you fight in divisions that are torturous to make weight in? No. So most of these fighters, this is my point, most of these fighters don't even fight in their division. I think Canelo's a comfortable 168, LeVar. He's comfortable, bro. He's comfortable in that weight, bro. He's at home. He's at home, bro. That's the thing. That's the thing, So that argument, I don't think it stands much, bro. To people that say that Canelo's a blown up 68, nah, man. Nah. Go ahead.
Okay. Hey, you were having technical difficulties. Everybody heard what you were saying. So.
Oh, dang it! So it was lagging after all that.
Yeah, it lagged, and then I couldn't unclick the mute button, and I was trying to tell everybody.
I was going on. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm just gonna sum it up real quick. Canelo at 140, when he started his career, he was a babyface Canelo. You know what I'm saying? When he started his career in Mexico, pro career, he was not even an adult. You know what I'm saying? So, and most of these fighters, they don't fight at the division they're supposed to fight at anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I said that Stephen Fulton, I responded to one of his tweets. Stephen Fulton was trying to blame the fans, the community, on us making them fight in lower divisions. Fulton was saying that, y'all are making us kill ourselves making weight to fight certain fighters. And I responded to him and I said, no, it's you. You are the ones that are fighting in divisions you shouldn't even be fighting in. So my point is that Canelo, I think he's comfortable at 168. He ain't no blown up 168 fighter. Canelo's comfortable. He's at home at 168. Even though he's out of his prime, he ain't looking like he is before. Of course not. He's out of his prime. But he's comfortable at 168, man. He's way comfortable. Black Star says here, I don't think Jermell went for it. He took a knee when he wasn't hurt. He punked out. So I'm saying, man, it wasn't the same Mel. That was not Mel Charlo who fought Canelo. That was not the Mel. That was not the Mel that we know. That was definitely not the Mel that we know. Great point, fellas. Charlo problem was he did camp at his house. I didn't know that. Okay. He didn't prepare like he was fighting Canelo. Well, that was his problem. That was his problem. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. We're 100 with all these guys. If that was the case, Mel, well, you took that L big time, and that's why you looked how you looked. Black Star says Bud not gonna run, fam. I hope he doesn't. But I don't know, bro. There are just so many questions here that need to be answered. They're gonna be answered fight night. I think. See, at size 18, yeah, I heard something like that, Mac. I'm not sure it's official. I heard that floating around. Oh my gosh, I'm so behind in the comment. I'm so sorry, man. I got to get going in a moment too, man. So sorry. It showed against Canelo versus Bivol because Canelo got beat by Bivol, boxing, moving, jab, and in. But bro, it's way different though, Mac. It's way different. It's way different, Mac. This is totally different because Bivol is a natural at 175. He's a natural elite 175, fighting in his division all his freaking career, I think, at 75. I don't know how long he's been in 175, but you know what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm trying to say. That's why he schooled Canelo. Canelo went up to something he shouldn't even have gotten into. You know what I'm saying? Now imagine, this is the thing that I can't get it. Now Bud is coming up to where at home, Canelo's home, where he's comfortable, and a Canelo who's active. Yeah, I know the names. Okay, I know. Oh yeah, the Scholes and Riders. Yeah, but he's active, bro. He's active. I mean, I just, my mind can't wrap around it yet. Not yet. Classy, I appreciate you, Queen. I hope you're enjoying it, okay? I hope you're enjoying it. We love you. We thank you guys so much. This is what we talk about. We love it. We love it. Black Star, a lot of little things that Bud did against Errol could be effective. Yeah, they can. They can. Plus, Bud is a lot stronger. That power ain't gonna phase Canelo, okay? I gotta say it now. Ain't no knockout gonna happen with Bud knocking out. That's not even gonna happen. I know a punch can change it all. I know that. We know that. This is boxing. Anything can happen. But I just mark my words. Everybody right now, mark it, post it on social media, make it go viral. I don't care. Make me look stupid. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no Bud knocking out Canelo. That's not gonna happen. No, post this and put it on social media now. Put it on Twitter and tag Bud Crawford. Bud is not knocking out no Canelo, not even in his dreams. Okay, done. Go ahead, LeVar.
Hey, Renee, you can't be adding me into that, man.
No, that's me. That's me saying it. I'm not saying Bud that
But I'm not saying that Bud can't. I'm just saying is all that strength and power, is that going to go up with him at 168 against a guy who's been fighting there for years? That's all I'm saying. If it does, then he's gonna have to set up. He's gonna have, because Canelo has really good upper body movement. He's going to have to make sure he set up his shots and make sure he doesn't get caught with something coming back. Can he? Now, Canelo has a good chin, and Canelo knows how to roll with the punches. But we're going to have to see if Bud can put it all together. Not saying that Bud cannot win this fight. Not saying that at all. The things that question me is the weight, the strength, and the power. Is that all going to come up there with him? Knowing, once again, everybody, to me, he's going up 3 weight classes. He hasn't had enough fights at 154. He's only had 2. That's it. For me, it's 3 classes. That's all I want to know. You know what I'm saying? And to answer the question about Bud versus EJ, I don't care what nobody says, that was not the best EJ we've seen. If you go back and look at the Ugas, if you go back and look at Spence versus Ugas and then Spence versus Crawford, you'll see a big difference. That wasn't the best EJ that we saw. If EJ were to stay focused and not gain so much weight after he fights and not worrying about his whole training camp being about losing fat, losing weight,
Facts.
he would have been fine. I keep telling y'all, if I'm a fighter, the most pounds that you want to be over is at least 5. It is easier to lose 5 pounds than it is to 10 to 15 to 20 pounds. You got to stay disciplined when you're not fighting. And these guys don't. They fight, and then what do? They eat, they balloon up, and then the whole camp is losing weight. So what are we doing? But once again, I'm not saying that Bud can't do it. I'm not saying that. There's a couple of questions for me.
No, my thing is that Bud won't knock out Canelo. That's my thing. That he can win. Of course he can win. Canelo not KO? No. LeVar, you can't tell me. Nobody can tell me. After receiving, eating Triple G's toughest punches. Come on now. Bivol at 175. Okay, nah, I gotta stop. I'm done. I'm not even gonna touch that anymore. I'm not gonna touch. Yeah, hit the like button. Okay, go ahead, hold on. If Canelo could consistently connect on Bud, the more, the better for him, and he will win. Yeah.
I think
it's gonna be hard to hit Bud, though. I think it's gonna be hard to hit Bud. Go ahead, LeVar.
I think what Canelo's gonna try to do, Canelo's is gonna try to go in there and walk him down. You know Canelo, he likes hitting on the arms, he likes hitting on the hip. If Bud is gonna run, you know, it's the same thing that Canelo did to Caleb Plant. I said it in the before we got off live. I said that Canelo is gonna start punching Caleb Plant on the hips to slow him down. What happened?
Yeah, I remember that.
That's what.
Yeah, I remember that.
Exactly. Every fight, that's what Canelo does. He punches. He throws a good punch to the hips, and I've been hit on my hips before, and it does, especially in tackle football. It slows you down. You can't run like the way that you want to, and you can't move like the way that you want to. So I think he's gonna try to go in there and bully and see if he can take some of Terrence Crawford's punches. And if Bud doesn't have anything that can keep Canelo at bay, it's gonna be a problem. But then again, Canelo gotta watch, because Bud likes to set up his punches to where he can run into something and get hurt. And you know, when Bud has you hurt, Bud will finish you.
They go for a kill, yeah. Now, Bud Crawford has to fight the perfect fight for 12 rounds, first time at 168. That's what it is. If he wants to win, it has to be perfect, like he did against Spence. That's put it, yeah. He's gonna have to perform like he did against Spence, LeVar. Similarly, go ahead.
Yes, exactly. He cannot fight like he did against Madrimov. He cannot. David Avenesian.
No.
Granted, he knocked out David Avenesian, but against Madrimov, he can't take hits like that, man. That's why I say, I truly believe that you cannot outrun Father Time. You know what I'm saying? Even Floyd Mayweather knew. Yeah, and Floyd Mayweather knew, hey, at some point I gotta walk away, because if not, these young fellas, somebody's gonna catch me. And I really believe that. Have we seen the best of Bud? I think that we have, but I think that he's slowing down and there's some kinks in his armor. Same thing with
Yeah, he ain't
Canelo.
the
There's
same.
some kinks
He ain't
in
the
his
same.
armor too.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Bud ain't the same anymore, man. Bud ain't the same. He ain't the same anymore. And much less a year off. It's like, come on, man. Come on. Bro, the time. I cannot believe this. Okay, so good Lord willing, family, Monday. Y'all keep the notifications, okay? I want to try to do it next Monday, okay? So everybody, man, the new family that jumped in also, thank you guys so much, man. Hey, I got to get going. I got to eat. Got to go back to the office, okay? Renee Boxon. LeVar, thank you for your time, bro. Renee Boxon platform. Last words. Go ahead. My fault. Last words.
Thank you for everybody that showed up from Korea Love show, Classy Creole, Raj Will, Zone, Missy T, Cynical One. Hey, I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for showing up. You're showing me love from a different channel, and y'all are like family to me. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for jumping in. Enjoy the wrenches. Y'all already know what to do, but over here, everybody gets along well together, and we don't have any crazy trolls as of yet. But I appreciate everybody. Hey, remember, check on your loved ones' mental health. Definitely call up your friend, call up your family, see what's going on with them, check on them, because once again, you never know what they might be going through. Renee, thank you, brother. We'll talk later on down the road.
Yeah, man, we love y'all. Thank you guys so much, man. And remember, don't forget to subscribe to Black Star, our guy right there, man. Don't forget, y'all. Don't forget that, okay? And thank you guys so much. Oh, we appreciate you, Classy. And it's the first show you're saying awesome. We appreciate you, okay? And those who are new also, and all the family, man. We love you all. And yeah, we got to get back to this, LeVar. We're going to get back to it, okay? And Classy, just let you know, we have been absent, lately, because we've just been busy in life. You know how life happens, man. So we want to get back to it, man. Hopefully we'll get it with the Mondays. Next Monday, definitely again. So much more to talk about. We didn't even touch other topics. We got to talk about Haney. We got to talk about other fighters. You know what I'm saying? So thank you. Hey, Renee Boxing, a platform we simply discuss, critique, analyze, simply talk about sport of boxing in a level-headed, mature, coherent fashion. Hey, stay tuned. We thank you guys so much. Peace.
Peace.